The IRS requires that if you want to deliver tax documents electronically, you have to capture permission from the recipient in order to be able to deliver that document electronically. Therefore, you have to have a database that has, yes, I want to have an electronic document, or no, I want it via the mail. So we call that an opt-in database. There are a couple key points to managing an opt-in database. The first thing is you have to gather permission from the recipient. And how are you going to do that? You have to either notify them by mail and have those mail documents come back in, and then you have to physically put that in a database, or you can give them an electronic option to be able to go online and actually enter their response where it goes into an electronic database where the work is done for you. The second part of that is once you have those permissions, then you need to be able to segment what part of your client base wants electronic and what part of your client base still wants a mailed document. And then the third part of that is you need to be able to take that management of who said yes and who said no, run it against your full client database, and then segment who's going to go to the electronic route and who's actually going to get a paper document. Well, one of the biggest mistakes that a business can make is developing a process that's manual. And what most businesses are going to do is they're going to send a mail piece out to their recipients of their documents asking for their permission to opt in. When those responses come back in, they come back in on paper. So somebody within the organization has got to put that in a database somewhere, marking how the person wants the document. The second part of that is if they do this via email and they don't have a way to electronically capture the responses coming back are still manual, because when the emails come back in, they have to be printed off and then entered into that database, and that takes manual work by somebody in their organization. Well, the best practice in creating your opt-in database for a business is whether you are sending a mail piece to gather permissions or you're sending an email to gather permissions, is to drive the recipient to an electronic microsite that is a secured password login site that they can simply check yes or no whether they want their document electronic or via mail. That way, your data is automatically stored into an electronic document that makes it easy to manage your master list to segment who wants the mail pieces and who wants the document electronically.